A-10 Warthog is a Tier 7 American attacker. It is considered one of the most annoying planes in Tier 7. That is of course true. Anyways, in this video I'll teach you how to fly it, how to bomb with it, and I'll share some good loadouts. As always, I'll start with the performance. Let's start with the good things. It has a very good turn rate. And that's pretty much the only good thing about its performance. Moving on, it has an average stall speed and thrust to weight ratio. The A-10 lacks in the top speed, roll rate and energy retention. Now that we know all of this information, let's talk about how to play it. The first and most important thing I'd like to point out is the fact that you cannot under any circumstance try to go vertical for an enemy that has an altitude advantage. The A-10 is slow and pretty bad at climbing. I've seen way too many people stall themselves out trying to go for a fighter. Instead you should try to stick to head-ons or one-circle turns. But be careful because the A-10's gun has an insane spread, making it basically unusable on shots longer than 1.5 kilometers. That distance is even lower in rear aspect shots. And try to lose as little speed as possible. Fly straight after spawning and don't do any random rolls or sharp movements. I know some of you guys do it. So by now you could have probably figured that the A-10 is kinda shit, but its ordnance options make up for it. It has the extremely powerful Gore 8 Avenger cannon, which is very capable at destroying ground targets. Of course, the A-10 is capable of carrying many other weapons. It can carry a maximum of 24 250-pound bombs, 18 500-pound bombs, 14 1,000-pound bombs, 8 2,000-pound bombs, 210 Hydra 70 rockets and 4 AIM-9Ls. So what are some of the loadouts I recommend? Considering you have all ordnance upgrades, you can equip 4 AIM-9Ls and 4 2,000-pound bombs. If the server is almost empty, you can equip 8 2,000-pound bombs or 14 1,000-pound bombs. With those loadout you can easily take out 2 bases. Speaking of bombing bases, how do you do that efficiently? I see a lot of people bomb bases by just dropping bombs in a straight line. This method is extremely ineffective, especially if you don't have 2,000-pound bombs. That is a decent amount, but we can get much more. If you evenly spread out your bombs you cover a larger area, meaning you destroy more ground targets. As you can see, we destroyed almost 50% more ground targets. I can't forget to talk about the upgrades. First you should upgrade the engines and pay grade. Upgrading the engines gives you the much needed engine power. Upgrading the pay grade doesn't give more coins per ground unit, but you should still upgrade it to get another top tier as soon as possible. Next, go for the wing and gun upgrade. This is pretty self-explanatory. You get more ammo, a better turn and roll rate. Upgrading the airframe isn't necessary unless you want to increase your survivability. The next 2 upgrades aren't really that important. You can upgrade the crew maintenance to lower your reload time. Now that all the important stuff is out of the way, I'd like to invite you to my Discord server. It's a very cool place where you can hang out with other viewers, vote for my thumbnails, suggest video ideas, get notified about my video and much more. If that interests you, you can join it using the link in the description. We're very close to 100 members. So what are my final thoughts on it? Do not get it. It's not worth it. A decent player can easily just bully you. And top tier is full of decent players. You're going to have a bad time in it, at least I did when I was acing it. Definitely never touching this thing again.